Good evening to you, Jim. You able to hear me, Jim? Good morning and good evening, everyone.
Hello. Hi, Gary.
Hey, Glavy, how are you today? Or what
I'm
what
pretty good.
what what time is it where you are?
I'm in Thailand, Gok Samui. It's 10 p.m. here.
Gotcha. So, am I keeping you awake at night by having you on these calls for an hour?
And I'm the night person.
Ah,
So I'm
perfect. That's what I like to hear.
yeah.
So
What's up,
it's
guys?
hey, wow, that's a beautiful background.
Thanks.
Is that real?
No, not at all. Not even remotely. Turn on the light.
That's where I want to be.
I'm trying to be in Thailand with y'all.
Hey,
So,
well, I'm U.S. I'm in New Jersey within the U.S.
no, well, it sounds like you gotta get on a flight with me, bro. We gotta get out of here.
I'll be there. I got a place in the West Caribbean that I go to, but because of COVID lockdown, I'm not able to go there as of yet this year.
Got it.
But soon. Is this Mike? Is this your first time on one of the training calls?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after each training call, I send out the recordings because this is day 4 already. So if you want to get caught up to where you have your own store, your own funnel pages, you have everything set up, you'll be able to follow those recordings and get caught up with us because tomorrow's the final training day, which is day 5. And then the stores that are ready can actually go live with their marketing the very next day, which is going to be Friday here in the US. You could go live that day as long as you play catch up. So it's going to be pretty exciting. For anyone coming on, if you could put your microphone on mute for me at this point, I'm going to give it 2 more minutes. We have 10 participants right now. Yesterday we had 12. So if we could get, looks like we may have 2 more come on. Hopefully, we're missing Romeo, I see. But we'll be ready to get started in just 2 more minutes. So thanks for joining us, Mike. Jim, if you want to say hello real quick to the group before I start up. You, we can't hear you. You gotta turn something on. We can't hear. Can't hear anything. It looks like your microphone is on, but your microphone that you're talking into doesn't work. Geez, this is the brainiac of our operation, and he doesn't even know how to set up his audio on his computer. Oh man, we are doomed from the start. We are doomed. Turn it up. The volume's down. Turn it up. No, turn it up. Up, up. We could hear a muffle. Turn it up. No, it's got to be turned up somewhere. There's got to be either on the computer or somewhere you got to turn it up because now we could hear your voice extremely faint.
Is it a PC or a Mac?
No, we barely hear you. Barely. All right, so Jim left the group. Here comes Romeo coming in. So Jim's the last one. I want to give him a chance to come back on from the start, and then we'll get ready to go. Good morning, Romeo.
Good morning. Good morning.
There he is. Oh, we can't see that face today. You're all darked out.
Here you go.
Hey, there he is. Good morning to you. So our infamous leader is having microphone audio troubles. So he just left the group. I'm waiting to see if he comes back on before we get started with today's training. For everyone that's here now, make sure you have a pen and paper for today. Most importantly, I know I say this in the beginning of every training to have the pen and paper ready, but today is more important than all the rest because we have to go over a lot of minute, small details. Okay, and just like I always say, don't worry if you miss or forget something because I will be going into your stores, going into your funnel, going into your Facebook Ads Manager once you have it up and I have access. I'll be making sure that you have everything functioning properly. But today we are going to be looking into a number of different areas. You'll be able to complete the task very quickly, but there's going to be a lot of them today. So that's a heads up. Jim, you want to see if we could hear you?
Can you hear me now?
There you go. Looks like there's a little delay, but I heard you.
Okay, well,
Yeah, there you go. Now it's back on. You're good to go.
okay, cool.
Excellent. So with Jim, our infamous leader that doesn't know how to work his audio, is on board. We're going to get started right away.
There's a first time for everything.
Oh, first time ever. Okay. All right. We're going to let that one slide. Okay. So first, I'm super impressed, and I just want to say how humbled and grateful and appreciative I am of everyone because just to acknowledge the people that actually have functioning funnels right now, have done everything that they were supposed to do, and they're caught up to speed. They're caught up to right now. So we have Romeo with the Infinity Jewelry, even though I did his on his last training. He gets, I guess a good job. But the ones that are all set up, Aga, Morningstar Jewelry, great job. You're fully functionable with everything. Matthew with Celtic Jewelers, congratulations. You're fully caught up. Glavy with Bling and Bliss, congratulations. Kane with O'Quinn and Sons Jewelers, congratulations. Farzad with the Irish Crown, congratulations. You guys are all complete and caught up. We have, yay, Marinos with Four Leaf Jewels. You still have to add your legal pages into your store. And Danielle, you still have to add your legal pages and funnel builder for your Celtic Bling. Okay, so that's where we are with everyone that's moving forward and on this call that's actually have taken action to get things in place. So congrats to you. You make me very happy. And then moving on. So I was discussing with Jim. So to have the reviews within the store, everyone needs to go into your app section and look for Loox. It's Loox, Loox. Loox, you will have to add that app to your store. You will have a free trial for 14 days, and it's $9.99 a month after that. The reason that you want to have that is you're able to take our reviews. All the reviews that we have for this Celtic Knot collection, you'll have on your pages. So it's kind of important to have there because people will trust you and want to buy from you when they see all those reviews. We had like 100 and some reviews just from the pendant alone. So again, that's one of the first steps you should do off of this call if you have your store in place is to add Loox in the app section. Okay, next I want to touch on 3 of you had questions that I want to address. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so I can acknowledge those 3 questions and provide some answers there. Okay, looks like we are up. Screen is shared. First, we have Farzad. Thank you for your question. He said that the links on the page, let's just go into someone's store here. So I want you to remember that we are marketing the entry point page of our funnel builder, which is going to be the pendant, right? So nobody's going to go to your store. They don't know it exists. We're not marketing to the store. So don't be too concerned about this right now. This is something that you can add at a later date at any time. But the theme that you've uploaded, which is our initial theme that we created, all this, okay, this actually, if you wanted this functioning properly, it's $100 and some, a one-time fee. You don't have to worry about that right now. What Farzad had asked is with the catalog and these buttons, this shop now button, this shop now button, this shop now button, and this learn more. They actually take the customer to the Celtic Knot store and not your store, just because that's part of the theme, and you'd actually have to purchase the theme for those buttons to work properly. What people will go to, what your customers are going to go to, you know, when they click on the images here, that takes them to your checkout, you know, to your product page, to your checkout, and they buy from your store. When you're marketing your entry point page, which is the funnel builder pages, page 1, 2, and 3, when they're adding those pieces of jewelry to their cart, it's to your store. Don't worry about us getting sales from your marketing. It's going to go to you. At some point, you can always utilize this Shoptimize theme. So then these 4 buttons here will go to your checkout or your product pages.
Actually, so let's I'll add one piece to that. So
Okay.
really quick about this theme. So yeah, so this theme it's the best converting Shopify theme on for 2019, 2020. So we use it for our own stores, and it does cost a one-time fee. It's like $167 if you use it for one store. However, there's 2 things. One, those links can actually be changed within the theme settings. So you can actually change where we have those links go to our store. They're just hard coded. That's a mistake. We can actually change that in this theme right now. However, I also have my team working overtime. I'll have a theme ready by tomorrow. So the debut theme, the free theme for Shopify that you have on your stores by default, I have my team, they're almost finished. I saw the reviews today. They look great. Or saw their workflow. It looks great. And so I'll actually have that done tomorrow. So if you don't want to use this theme, that's completely okay. We'll actually we'll give you another theme that we'll just finish by tomorrow. That is almost a duplication of this, but without using this particular brand for theme. So.
And what Farzad had also noticed, like right here in the catalog, so you have your home, your catalog, and you can actually remove the catalog. It's not really all that necessary. Again, nobody's even going to go to your store in the beginning because you're marketing the funnel builder page. But he went to the catalog, and then he saw here that this is just a small fix where it's showing both prices. It shows the Celtic Knot earrings for $69, Celtic Knot earrings $89, so it was duplicated. And then down the bottom here, this is saying, well, this just has to remove the password, which we're going to do later today, so that way it's fully functioning. But this is all a quick fix. We could either remove the catalog, or when you're in the catalog section, you just put in the word Celtic as your tag, and it's only going to pull the products that are in your store on your homepage.
Yeah, so there's another app that we use that hides the funnel products, so that when people go back to the store, the app that's called is called Locksmith. And so if you look up on Shopify apps, Locksmith will allow you to create a lock that hides those products from your store. However, you can also change these links. So these are actually your in your site navigation on Shopify. So your home, your catalog, we can actually change and update the site navigation to, if you go to the Celtic-knot.com right now and see what our navigation looks like, you can create the same links there. But yeah, exactly, right there under online store, under navigation. And then here, right now, you've got your main menu home. You'll come in here and you'll change this, and you'll include the other site navigation of where you want people to go on your site. To know what we use, like I mentioned, go to Celtic-knot.com, and you'll see the simple site navigation we have there, and you can recreate the same for your store.
So we have a number of different options there. Again, don't stress over this. It's not all that important in the beginning. It's all about getting sales and have everything functioning properly. Because you'll notice this is Romeo's store. You'll notice all we have for a menu option is home. simplistic works. So he just has the home in his, and if we view his store right now, you're going to see that his option at the top. So he doesn't have all these options to click on all these different things. It's just the home page. And again, the customers aren't even going to your page yet. They don't know who you are, and we're not marketing directly to the store anyway. And going back for question number 2 was from Aga, who said the contact info section wasn't showing the form, the actual form with the fields that a customer can input their information and send to you. So I want to show that to you real quick. And that is under pages, I believe. Pages, the contact us, okay? So everyone's already knows from the previous training how to add in your pages. Everyone, for the most part, has already done this. Under the contact us, you'll notice you have to go over here where it says template suffix, drop down and select contact. Once you do that, it actually shows all the fields. So when I view this page, you'll notice that it looks very professional because they can actually enter their first name, last name, email, their contact number with their message. So that's how you get that in there. Aga already did it for you since you asked the question. Everyone else, that's what you want to do in order for you to have that professional section in that space. Let me just X out. I got too many windows open. Okay, so that answers question 2. Question 3 was from Marinos because he wants the section that you mentioned, Jim, on the funnel builder entry point page where you have the personalized information with logo, email. He wants that changed as well as the footer in the bottom to be white background that kind of looks good with his logo. You mentioned that we could send that to our graphic designer for him to make those quick and simple changes for Marinos. So after this call, I'll email you his logo, and we just need that changed so we could upload that into his entry point page of Funnel Builder. So that's it for all the answers to the 3 questions. We've acknowledged the people that actually are caught up and where they should be. Now it's time to actually get into the training of everything that you'll need to do before tomorrow's call, because tomorrow we're actually going to build out the marketing, and we're going to schedule that to launch the next day. So whoever is ready is getting sales this weekend. Okay, that's pretty exciting. And whoever is ready, I have a special gift, a special offer that I'm giving to you that Jim doesn't know what this is. This is something that I'm choosing to do. I'm overriding you, Jim. And this is going to be super cool. I'm not going to give it away, but it's super, super cool. And it allow you to kind of take off right from the beginning and start pocketing some money, making money, getting sales this very weekend from the offer that I'll share at the very end of tomorrow's training for making it through all 5 days, doing what you're supposed to do and taking action. You're going to get rewarded. I promise you that. Okay. So getting started with today's training, you're going to go to your Facebook profile. Okay. Within your Facebook profile, we do all of our marketing right now from Facebook and Instagram, and it's all done through the back end of Facebook, which is a business manager and ads manager. In order for you to be able to run your ads and market through Facebook, you're going to go into your profile, and up here where it says create, okay, you need to hit the create button, and you have to create a business page. And of course, your business page, when you click on that, your business page is going to be the name of your store. For instance, for Romeo, it's called The Infinity Jewelry. And then the profile picture is going to be his logo that he chose. Okay. And then you don't have to come up with your own creative stuff when you're building out your page. You could simply go to our page. This is Celtic Knot Jewelry. This is a brand new page, just like you. So we're not ahead of you in any way. And you could go ahead and just copy and paste and take the stuff from our page. This is the URL. If you need to see our page, it's facebook.com/Celtic Knot Jewelry. Okay, that's going to take you to our Facebook page for the Celtic Knot. You could take anything that you see. You're going to see this load up. We already have our team. Our team is already building posts. These are just posts to create engagement. So as we're having customers and prospects like our page, they're able to see, this isn't a blank page. We've gone ahead and actually created content, right? We created images and posts and copy up here. Just take it. Don't try to think of things yourself. Just copy and paste it into your posts. Everyone should know how to create a post on Facebook at this point. And that's it. So we have plenty in here for you to take from us. So your store looks like it has some substance to it. And so that's just day one, a day ago. Here's 2 days ago. So every day we have a team of people that go in and create these. So you could do this with your store. If you're serious about this and you want your store to grow, every single day we have our team going in and creating new content. And this is for you as well. You could go in and utilize this. You could see it's a lot of it has nothing to do with our name, with our brand, so it becomes your own. But utilize this because it's free. It's not going to cost you anything, and it'll help build your brand awareness every time you do a post. Anyone who liked your page has a chance and an opportunity to see that post and get to remember who you are to build your brand. So that's right off the bat when we get off the call, is create your Facebook page and get that done. Next, once that's done, you go back to your create button and start to create an ad. Now, you're not going to create an ad here. This is just for you to get into your business manager up here. So you need this. You need to go into here. It might look different for you. We've been doing this for a while, and Facebook makes updates, and lots of times I see when it's a new account or a new business manager or a new ads manager, it looks a little different than what I'm used to seeing. So this here might look a little bit different, but the goal here is to be able to get into your ads manager and business settings. I think I already have this up here. Yeah, so you'll notice we're in business settings. So once you create your Facebook page, make sure you write that down. Create your Facebook page. Next, you want to create your ads manager and business settings. So here in business settings, you'll notice first with people, it'll be good to add me, right? I'm not able to help you in any way unless, just like you did with Shopify, you added me as an admin. You want to do the same thing here. GW@ecommasterminds.com will add me to be able to help you. Now, right here where it says partners, Ecom Masterminds is an entire organization. It's an entire group that's made up of Jim, myself, and a bunch of other people. We're all here to help you in any way. So you want to go into your partners, right? And this is where you go. Like when you're in people, look at all the people. This is all part of our organization that we've built over the past 3.5 years. Look at this team. It's not just me and Jim. We're the ones on these calls for the trainings, but all these people are at your disposal to help in one way or another. So you just go to the add button and you can add me with an email. That'll send me an invite. And right here, partners, this is where you want to see under partners, you want to hit the add button and give a partner access to your assets. So this is a business. I'm actually going to email you after this call. I'm going to email you with our business ID. Okay. And you'll be able to, I'll show it to you right here. So it's right here is our business ID at the top here. It's 494-5299-010-69023, 15 digits long. You don't have to remember this. I'm going to email this to you. So that way, after the call, this is very important for you to go in here and add us, hit next, and it'll add us in there because we can't help you in any way until you give us access to do so. And you'll never get it wrong. As long as we have access and we can go in and check your work, it's always going to be right, and you're always going to be ready and be set up for success. So once those two things are done, you go down add accounts. You'll see here add accounts. Okay, we have a number of different ad accounts. All these are for jewelry. You can't have enough ad accounts in case something goes wrong with Facebook. They don't like something, you did something wrong, and you'll notice we have a couple disabled accounts. If it happens to get disabled for some reason, it's good to have multiple accounts. When you first set up your ad account, you may only be able to create one ad account because you're new, but after Facebook sees you make a few payments and you're doing good, they'll allow you to create more and grow. Just the way Jim and I have all these. All these are just for the jerseys we were just selling for My Freedom. And here's our Celtic Knot that we're getting ready to launch alongside you guys as well. So just to back up, people, partners, ad accounts, all those are super important. Next, down here for data sources, pixels. Now, I purposely brought up the terminology of pixel yesterday to kind of plant the seed that this is critical, crucial, super important. You want to click on your pixels, and you have to go through and you have to add a pixel. You have to create a pixel that you can connect to your ad account. The pixel is the brain of the operations. It's the brains of your marketing. In the beginning, think of, if you have a baby, your baby's not born yet and it's still sitting in in the belly. So that's what your pixel is, just sitting there. As soon as you get your first sale, it's like your baby is born. It comes to life because now it just identified who your buyer looks like by that first sale. And then you need to mature your pixel by getting more sales. Once you hit 100 sales, your pixel becomes matured to the point where it knows who to show your ads to, and your cost per sale gets less, your profits become more. So you want to add your pixel, because once you actually have your pixel created, you're going to attach the pixel. I'll show you later. You're going to add your pixel into your funnel builder pages, and you're going to add it into your Shopify store. So that way everything sees everything. Facebook sees your funnel builder pages to know who's clicking what. It knows your store as to who's adding products to cart and checking out and making purchases from you. Why is this so important? You get to retarget these people, right? As they're going to your page, Facebook sees who they are, and then we could create ads to retarget people who's visited your page. As soon as you get purchases, we know these are buyers. These are people that already bought from you. You give them a good experience, they'll buy from you again and again. Profits go up. That way we can retarget them and just send your buyers special offers to buy something else or something new. So most important of all of marketing here is having your pixel installed and in place. So I'm going to keep going over this. So it's people, partners, ad accounts, and pixels. Lastly, down here under payments, okay, you need to connect your bank account and your PayPal. Okay, you're going to want to add these two in there, so that way when it comes time to make payments to Facebook for your marketing, it doesn't get shut off, right? If let's say you're building momentum and you're getting sales, your pixel's maturing, and all of a sudden Facebook can't charge you for the ad spend that you've done, your whole account's going to freeze, and your pixel's almost, it's not totally resetting, but it's like it's losing momentum, and then it has to start up again. Not from scratch, but it takes momentum to build back up. So it's very important to make sure you have your debit card, your bank account, mainly your debit card and your PayPal. Have those two connected to your Facebook account, your ads manager, so that way your ads don't get shut off and things don't stop as you're gaining momentum and getting sales. So at this point, those are the important things to have done and set up between this call and the next call, because on the next call, we're going to go here into Ads Manager, and within Ads Manager, we're able to actually build out our ads that we're going to launch and schedule for the following day. So this is going to be for tomorrow's training. We're not getting into this today, but you'll see all these different amounts and everything. This is what Jim and I create with our ad buyers, and we run multiple campaigns. We'll get into this tomorrow. This is all about getting set up and prepared to be able to build out our campaigns, our ad sets, and our ads for the following day launch. Okay, before I move on to PayPal and show you something there, anybody have any questions associated with the business manager? Or Jim, do you have anything to add with the business settings that I may have missed at this point?
No, like what I would probably do is just show the process of setting up a new pixel. I would show the process of attaching that pixel to Shopify and actually creating an ad account. So there's a few settings that you want to make sure that you have right when setting it up. Because we are promoting in the US for this particular campaign, then you want your ad account billing to be in US time zone of where you're promoting. Otherwise, what happens is on the technical side here, Facebook resets its spending limits every day. So at 12 o'clock a.m., whatever time you set up as your ad set time, your account stops to evaluate performance and turn the accounts back on for the day. And so if you're operating in a different time zone than your ad account, then you may see that in the middle of the day, your performance stops because it's midnight for your ad account. So there's just some things you might want to just go through in setting that up.
Okay, so what I'd like to do real quick, if you're okay with this, is because I have a structure right now for myself to go over, and you're more verse on setting these things up very quickly. How
Sure.
about I stop sharing my screen, you share your screen. Can you go through the quick example process of what you're referring to before I jump
Bingo.
over to
Yeah.
PayPal?
Yeah,
Okay, great.
absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to stop share. You should be able to multiple participant shares. Okay, so one participant can share at a time. You should be able to share. Okay.
Okay, so you see my screen.
Yep.
Let me move these
Take it away.
and move all your beautiful faces so I can see my. Okay, cool. So within Business Manager, where Gary just was, there's this really cool thing. So if you see these 3 dashed lines, this gives you access to open the panel for everything that will, well, eventually you'll get into. But right now, where Gary's talking about is everything is found in business settings. From within business settings, let's say, for example, if we're going to add that partner. Let me go grab that ID. So Gary will give this to you, this 494 number. But just to give you an example of how that's set up. So if you're within your store, you're going to go to partners, and you're just going to hit add. And you're going to add to give partner access to your assets. So you're going to click that button, and you're going to just paste that code that Gary gives you, and just hit next. So here you're going to define what you're going to give access to. So within the page that you just set up, go ahead and give access to this. For now, if helping you get set up, manage page is what I give access to for my management team, but you don't have to give manage page to us, right? So if you want to come and give everything else up to manage page, this one is more of like, this gives full access to everything in your store. So be careful of making sure that manage page is not something you give away so freely. Come into ad accounts, select the ad account that you've created, and then give access to manage ad account. And then you're going to go to pixels. And then from the pixel that you created, select it and manage pixel. The rest of that's not really necessary at this point in time. So you just hit save changes. And then you'll say that Ecom Masterminds acts as an agency on behalf of my business, and hit next and hit I accept. So that will give us access to see your store. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. So once you do that, that gives us access to manage your pixel, manage your page, be able to also manage your ad accounts so that we can help you navigate the waters of getting set up and running ads initially. When you're setting up your pixel, let's go do that really quick. So under data sources and pixel, when you add, we'll add, so yeah, let's go through add a pixel. So when you add a pixel, call it whatever you want to call it your store. There's going to be a default name there. It doesn't matter what you call it as long as you are able to recognize it. Put the domain name of where you're going to put that pixel, and just hit continue. That will create your pixel. And then this is the pixel here. And so this blue number, if you ever just click this number, this will give you the pixel. It'll copy it to your clipboard. And so from within your store, when you go back to your online store, you come to online store, preferences, and there's going to give you a place where you can put your pixel. So under Facebook pixel, you'll just copy, paste your pixel there and hit save. And that's how simple it is to add the pixel to your store. You'll do that same process on Funnel Builder. You'll just add the pixel to the settings in Funnel Builder, which allows the Funnel Builder and your store to both track using your pixel.
Can you show them that real quick, how you take the pixel data and put it into the Funnel Builder?
Let me see if so typically it makes me log in under incognito to do this under Funnel Builder. I don't know why. Let's see if it lets me do it. Otherwise, I got to open a different window. keep my fingers crossed. Oh, dang it. Okay, hold on a second. Let me stop share this screen and open an incognito window.
No one else will have to do this. This is just because Jim has OCD, does everything so technical, so perfect, so beautiful, that he has to go through extra hoops than everybody else. And why Jim's pulling that up, just so everybody remembers, it's right under online store, under preferences. You look where it says Facebook pixel code, and that's where you put your code. Because again, this is the most important part of everything, is having us access to help you, as well as installing your Facebook pixel properly. Which even if you forgot, we're able to go in and help, but as long as we have access to your pixel and your business account.
This time it should work. I don't know why it does that. So within your Funnel Builder dashboard, you have this this option here, settings. Within settings, go to your general settings. And then a place for you to put your pixel is right here. So paste the same pixel you just copied. When you do that, hit update, and that'll save your pixel for all of the traffic that goes to your funnel pages. Make sense?
It makes sense.
Questions? Okay, cool.
Excellent. All right. So do you?
there's hold on, there's one
Go
more
ahead.
thing. Sorry.
Okay.
I just wanted to switch back to my other screen here. I think, okay, cool. So now, so back within your, when you're inside your dashboard or your business manager, when you're creating your ad account. So under this one, I need to go to one that lets me create a new one. So within the section under accounts, there's this option here, second one from the top, add accounts. Within ad accounts, you're going to create a new ad account. You just hit this add button. You're going to add a new ad account. Oh, sorry, you're going to create a new ad account. And so here you're going to name it. You can call it whatever you want to call it, ad account 1, whatever you want to call it, just something that you're able to recognize. And so we operate our store out of New Jersey. And so our Shopify store is in the New Jersey time zone. Our ad accounts are in the New Jersey time zone. So that way it's easy to synchronize as all the reports need to communicate.
Which is actually New York. Yep, right there, New York.
Bingo. And then make sure your currency is set to your currency that your card is going to be billed in. So this is we operate in US dollars. If you're in Hong Kong or Thailand and the debit card you're going to put into the account is in Thai baht or a different currency, then select your currency. And then if you've already added your payment method, add it. Otherwise, select for later and hit next. This way, it makes sure that this ad account only operates in this time zone so that you have, and then operates for your business. Hit create. Once you do that, you're going to give yourself access to it as the one that manages the ad account. And then there's one additional step that you have to do. So you're going to go back into your data sources. You're going to go back into pixels, and the pixel that you just created, oops, well, let's say it was this one. You're going to go back into the pixel that you just created, and you're going to hit connected assets. And here you're going to hit add assets, and you're going to select the ad account that you just created. What this does is now it gives this ad account permission to use this pixel that is gathering data from your website. Okay, so you give access to the ad account you just created it to, hit add. If you get this error, don't worry, it still adds it. It's just a technical glitch. But that's all you have to do. So as long as you have your pixel, you connect your pixel to your page, you give access to your page, your pixel to the partner, to Ecom Masterminds. You do that, everything else is a piece of cake.
And lastly, Jim, can you show them the payment section, like exactly where they put in the PayPal? and
Oh,
the
yeah,
debit
absolutely.
card, so they could see the payment section. Because as soon as Jim is done here, I'm just going to show you, once you set up your PayPal account, just one quick section where you want to add your business information. But once your PayPal account is live, which only takes a couple minutes, you'll want to go exactly where Jim's showing you now to connect your, because we like to make PayPal the primary place to make payments for ad accounts, so you're not using your own money. Okay, what's going to happen is when you're spending money, when you're running your marketing with Facebook, you're going to get sales that's going to go into your PayPal account, and then you could use the money from the sales that are sitting in your PayPal account to pay for your ads that are running, right? So it's not actually coming from your account. You're using your customers' money from the sales to pay for your ads. This allows you to scale much quicker. In the beginning, Facebook gives you a very small line of credit of like $25 or $10 or $50, depending on how new your account is. But after you make payments, all of a sudden, Facebook gives you more lenience. All of a sudden, you'll go from a line of credit of $25 to 50, 50 to 125, 125 to 250, 250 to 600, 600 to 900. You'll get all the way up to $900 in a line of credit that Facebook will give you. So that way you're getting sales from Facebook's line of credit. You're paying for your marketing through sales that are coming in and going into your PayPal account. Romeo can vouch for this. He's done it time and time again where he's not using his own money for the marketing, because you're going to end up spending hundreds of dollars per day in marketing, but don't threat that that's coming from your pocket, right? It's coming from the sales. It's a matter of just putting things in place to create a cycle of sales. The money goes into PayPal, the money's in PayPal, and then it goes into paying for your ad spend. And this is how you grow, because as that's happening, some people are making purchases from your Shopify store. That money is going into your bank account, which we'll look at that, linking your bank account and PayPal to Shopify. Some will pay through Shopify checkout. That money goes into your account. And then other people will pay through PayPal. Typically, there's enough sales going into your PayPal account that will cover your marketing costs, especially when you're building up that line of credit from Facebook. So that way, this constantly is a well-oiled machine where there's, all the overage, all the profits are going into your bank account and building up that way. So I wanted to share that really quick, Jim, going back to where you're showing them to add in their PayPal account.
Yeah. So right now I'm not behind a VPN. If I do that, I'm going to get kicked off this call. But so right now, so Facebook sees me in Thailand, and so Thailand isn't an option to add PayPal.
Oh.
So I need to be in the U.S. So I use a VPN to get into the U.S. When I would hit add, I would have multiple options of, do I want to add a credit card or debit card? Do I want to do a direct bank connection, or do I want to add a PayPal? And so it's as simple as following the steps. This also is one of our cards that we actually have connected with PayPal, so that when you use a PayPal account, they'll give you a debit card that uses the funds in that account. So you can actually link that card here as well, which allows that to be another option if you are not using a VPN.
Okay, great. Anything else you want to share on your end before I move on to the next step?
Nope, that's more of the technical side. I'll hand it back over to you.
Okay, excellent. Anybody have any questions up until this point before we move on to PayPal and some updates that are needed in your Shopify store? Nothing. I love this information. Must be so easy. I love the way Alda's just like chilling there, just laying down. She's like, this is too easy. I love it. So for now on, you always got to stay like that. I like it. All right. So sharing the screen again on my end. All right. And here's PayPal. So go to paypal.com. You want to sign up. When you sign up, you simply click on that you want a business account and next. And that's going to take you to actually creating your account, putting in your information. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to create a new PayPal account. I'll log into our Celtic Knot. Again, this company is new, with just like yours is. We're not actually way ahead of you. So everyone's starting on the same playing field. You could grow side by side with us for this next trend. I think is always exciting. You'll notice, this is a brand new account. We just opened it. Nothing there. So what you want to do when you actually have your business account up, you go up here to your name and you go down to account settings. Okay, you want to write that down, account settings, under your name within PayPal once your account is set up. Over here to the left where it says business information. Okay, under business information, right here, update. So you want to click that update and just put in your information, put in your basics, like your logo that you have for yourself. You could put that in there, your company name. I believe that populates, and this is all information you complete when you first open your account. Here, this is all editable. So you'll just hit edit and you'll plug in your information here. Okay, your web address, your phone number, or ours if you're using ours for now, your customer support email address. So you want to get this in so it looks professional when your customers are checking out. They're seeing that it's the name of your store. Right here, when you edit this section, you want to plug in credit card statement name. So when they're checking out through PayPal with their credit card, they can remember what they're buying. So you could put in there Celtic Knot, since that's what they're going to be purchasing, or make up something similar if you want, but just complete this information in PayPal and you're done with PayPal at that point. Super simple. Okay, so now let's imagine that you've done everything for your Facebook. You have your page, you have your ad account, you have your pixel, you have us added to be able to help you as an admin. You're done all of that. You've added your pixel into Funnel Builder and Shopify as Jim demonstrated. You set up your PayPal account as I just shown you. The last thing is going back into your store, okay? Because there's some updates that you need to make in your store to be ready for sales come this weekend. And don't worry if you forget any of these, because I will be going in and checking and making sure that these are all done. So down here under settings, your cogwheel in the corner of your Shopify store, when you click that, now that you have your PayPal account, you could go into the payment section and connect your PayPal to your Shopify store. Okay, we already have our bank account. You need to connect your bank account if you haven't already done so, and your PayPal. This is Romeo's store. He's already connected his PayPal, but you'll have an option that you'll see there to connect PayPal so that it's there. Let's see what this takes me real quick. Oh, nothing. Okay. Yeah, so it'll be right here where you can add your PayPal. And then you'll have PayPal Express checkout and Shopify payments for a checkout option. So that'll be the two. Once that's done, right here's your settings back tab, and you could go down to shipping. Okay, within your shipping section, you just want to tell Shopify how much you want to charge for shipping. Right now, Romeo hasn't done this yet. So it's under your shipping, you could manage your rates. Now in our funnel builder, in the coded section, we're telling our customers that when they're checking out, the cost is $7.91. Okay, so here, Jim, are we, I don't believe we're going to actually have two different pricings on shipping. Like right now, it mentions standard or expedited. I think we should just have everything mentioned as expedited for $7.91. Do you agree?
If you go check it out on Celtic Knot, you can go see how I set that up. So I put in the expedited option if they want to have the 2-day overnight. But you can go see how that's set up. But of how I set up from a pricing standpoint instead of a per pound condition.
Okay, so let me see. You want me to go into it now?
Sure.
Into the Shopify store?
So when you're editing payments, the only reason that that Gary wasn't able to show you the payment section either is because you have to be the admin on the account to manage payments. And so anyway, so down here, here you go.
Okay, so the standard price he put in, well, $9.71. Right now, our code, I think it says $7.91 is our shipping. $9.71 was when we were selling the jerseys. The jerseys were heavier and they cost more to ship. The jewelry is very light. So we had actually that code says $7.91.
Yeah, so like I updated it today. We can update it on their funnels as well, or we can change it. It doesn't really matter.
So we're going in, what shipping amount are we charging the customers? $9.71 or $7.91?
$9.71.
Okay. So that means for everyone on the call, you're going to make a little bit more money when people are purchasing, because the actual cost to ship is only about half, or maybe even less. So you're going to make money off the shipping. So based upon what Jim's mentioning with the $9.71. So what you'll do, going back into Romeo's store here, we could have the standard amount when the weight is 0 to 5 pounds. We could edit that to read, see, it's just hitting those 3 dots, hitting the edit, changing out the price to $7.91. Again, if you forget this, I'm going to do it anyway. I'll be checking everybody's. So now that's in place. The expedited amount, yeah, you just make up a high price. If they take it, great. If not, whatever. $19.95. It's not really important. I mean, most important is that they see the, well, that didn't update yet. $9.71. There it is, $9.71. Now here, for the standard, on our pages, we have, if you purchase $99 or more worth of product, it ships free. So right here, you put in $99 as a minimal price. That will trigger your checkout to give free shipping if they're spending that amount of money. So that's all you have to do for shipping. We're going to, don't worry about putting in the packaging. I'm going to do that at a later date. You don't have to worry about that, but make sure you're under the shipping to the domestic, shipping to the US. So if you're outside the US, make sure that you select the United States shipping to with the $9.71 price and $99 and up for free shipping. That takes care of everything in the shipping section, and we could move on. Going back to the settings so we could see what else we have to update here. So we took care of the payments. We took care of the shipping. Next, I want you to go over to let's see what's under general real quick. Everyone already put their information in here. So no need to make any updates on general.
Well, actually, if you want to go back into general really quick.
Okay.
So if you set up your time zone for your ad account at a specific time, down here you can change the time zone of your Shopify store. So just make sure that your Shopify store and your ad accounts are the same.
Okay. Are we offering any gift cards, Jim?
I haven't set anything up for the store yet.
Okay, so don't worry about that. If we make during the process, guys, after all this training is about getting you in place. Everything that you're doing now, you don't have to keep doing over and over. This is all in place, and then it's a matter of duplication. All this process is duplicated. If you want to create another store for yourself, focus on another product, another trend, all this is duplicatable. Everything for this training is just to get everything in place, so that way it's turnkey. You know, the whole idea is making this plug and play for you guys. So that's what this is all about. And that's why I go in and make sure that everything's done correctly, because once it's done, it's done. You don't have to think about it, worry about it anymore when updates are needed. If Jim and I see a way for you to make more money, you know, maybe we come out with better images, better assets, we could go in and just upload those for you. So that way you're always current and everything is fresh and looking good. I'm not sure. Notifications, no, nothing to worry about right now. All right. For the notifications, your customers are going to receive emails. Like if they add something to cart and they check out, the abandoned checkout is going to send them an email. You could right now, you can use your default settings, but Jim and I work tediously on making everything the best it could possibly be. So we work with other companies, other email providers to actually personalize the email follow-up so that you get conversions. You make more money on the back end that you don't even know about. So we'll be working with you after you're set up, you're getting sales. We'll be working with you if you want to, instead of using the default emails, if you want these personalized ones that have higher conversions, we're going to offer those to you as well. It's, you know, just a way for you to make more money, increase your profits, and we'll have those available. I don't want to get too much into the email follow-up or anything because It's not essential for you to get sales. So on these 5-day trainings, I'm not getting into that section all that much. Under the online stores, under, I believe it's preferences, here's where I want to be. Okay, so under preferences, I'm sorry, that's where you add your Facebook pixel. Jim already went over that. Jim, I feel there's one other section, maybe it's under checkout, that I want to go over. Here it is. Okay, so going into your checkout section, this is really the last part of the training. When you're in here, you just want to, Jim, what do you think? Accounts are optional. If they want to create an account, they can. They don't have to.
So exactly.
Yep. Okay, and then customers can check out using their email or phone number.
Bingo.
What do you think? Both of these check, Jim?
Yes.
Customers can choose to add a number or have an app. You're down here. This is important. Make sure you require the first name and last name. Make the company name optional if they're paying through a company. Address line 2 optional. Shipping address phone number has got to be required. Yeah, we want their phone number, guys, because here's the thing. When you're growing, we need to optimize in every way that we can to get you the most amount of money. So when we're requiring them to give us their phone number, this gives us an opportunity to follow up with them and hit them with text messaging, right? Now we have their phone number, so we could text them when new sales come out and new things come out, because it's free for you, right? It's going to be free for you to retarget your customers through text message and also phone calls. So we have a customer support team in place. So if you need our help in customer support, and you want to get more sales, we can even call your customers at a later date and verbally ask them how their experience was and see if there's any way we can upsell them on additional products that will put more money into your pocket. So this is good to require the phone number.
Yeah, so you don't need to worry about tipping. You're at a restaurant. And let's see the rest. So enable fields for additional information. No need, not for this. Use shipping address, yes. And after order's been paid, yeah, don't worry about that. Automatically archive the order, yes.
Down here, I like to send the abandoned cart, after an hour,
so
Jim?
On email marketing, so sign up optional checkout, but pre-select sign-in option. What this does is this is a single opt-in for email. So when they're ordering from you, not only are they signing up for updates, but now they're signing up and onto your email marketing, which allows you at a later date when you want to set up email marketing, the opportunity to reach out to them and upsell them, sell them, save them, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, and then usually like if they added the cart and they checked out, we typically send them an abandoned cart email after 1 hour for them to jump on board. So this section, I know this is a lot of little small things. I'm showing you this because I just want you to see, but don't sweat it. Don't worry about it. I could go into your checkout and just make sure that these sections are checked properly and done. I wanted to have this recorded on it, so I'm glad I did, but don't really worry too much about it. I will make sure yours looks just the way Romeo's looks now. And that's it for today, guys. I want you to have all these little things done before tomorrow's call and before tomorrow's training, so that way I can make sure that everything is properly functioning and in place and working. So that way tomorrow is Thursday in the US. We'll be able to put your marketing in place and schedule it for Friday morning. It'll launch, because here's my intention here is to have you launch a 3-day trial. Okay, take all of our marketing, everything we do, and run it for 3 days, which would be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the US. This is going to get you sales, get you going. And man, I want to just share with what the the benefit is, what I want to offer, but I'm going to save it for tomorrow at the end of tomorrow's call.
Man, don't do that. Come on, you gotta share the
it's only like the tip of my tongue. I want to share it, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna hold back. So this is our intention. Have you guys put the marketing in place tomorrow. I'll have all day to review it before the scheduled launch on Friday to make sure everything is right, everything is working, and then you get sales this weekend. So are there any questions for me before I wrap up today's training? We got 2 minutes left before we hit the full hour. So any questions, thoughts, concerns, anything at all from anybody? So easy. So easy, nothing. Jim, any final words, final thoughts from you before we wrap it up?
No, man. Just wait. Am I on mute or am I good?
No,
Yeah. So
we hear you.
any of the things that we've gone over today, yes, there's a lot of technical details. Yes, Gary's going to come in here and make sure it's set up. If you want to go through the process of setting it up and you want to do some one-on-one time on maybe spending 10, 15 minutes of setting it up together, let me know. There's just a lot of moving parts that sometimes it can get a little confusing. So just to help you walk you through it if you need help.
No, there we go. So after this call, I'm going to send out an email with a little bit of a to-do list. Even though you should have been writing things down, I'll put it in email format so you could kind of see especially the very important things to take care of, as well as our business ID number for our business settings, our business manager. I'm going to give you that number so you can add us as an admin to be able to go in and help you with your marketing campaigns tomorrow. So that'll be very important. I'll get that out, as well as the recording for today so you could rewatch this if necessary. So that's it for today, guys. We're at the 1 hour mark. I feel good. We're moving forward. We have a lot to do. A lot of production already happened, so I'm super excited. Thank you all for being on today's call. I'll see you tomorrow at the exact same time. That's the final day. That's day 5, our final day of our training, and I'll see you then.
All right,
Thanks
guys,
so much,
see ya.
everyone. Bye-bye.